And Rose here is trying to get the scoring started early. Nearly looped it back to the advantage of Dane Ingham, but the ball is cleared. Timmins retains possession for the Jets. And now Shujna out to the left. Aquilina swings in a right-footed cross, and Rose scores! He refuses to celebrate against his former side, but the night is off to a flying start for the Jets. A second-minute header from Lockie Rose.
Always good to get a goal against your former teammates. On the Harvey Norman replay, there's too much time and space allowed to get the cross in, and what a ball it is. And when Lockie Rose is in that kind of area, you can't allow him the space. You can see there, Aquilina it was with the head up and just picks him out. Too much time allowed to pick his pass. It's a wonderful ball to the back post area and a great header from Lockie Rose.
Now Kankar, Eli Adams scored a double last time he came to Campbelltown Stadium back in round 2 this season with the Jets. Ball over the top, and the runners are breaking here. Adams, he's stolen a march on the Macarthur defence and makes it 2! Eli Adams, 2 goals in 7 minutes for the Jets. They are running hot.
Can't hardly believe where they're at. On the Harvey Norman replay, the Bulls players were just caught marauding forward and left too much time and space. And it was Eli Adams who got onto the end of it. It could have been either himself or Dane Ingham. He leaves it for Adams, who's too quick and too sharp for Uscock, and he tucks it away in the top corner. Nothing Robinson can do about that one. And it's dreamland start for the Jets. You can see the composure there. He's too quick. Gets it back. Comes across on the inside, gets it on his left foot, which opens up the goal, picks his point, which is the top corner. Nothing to keep it.
It's only his 4th A-League appearance. Can he endear himself to the Macarthur fans with a perfect delivery here? Noah James waits in goal. Free kick it in, swinger, and Macarthur have a goal, and it is a breakthrough. First A-League goal for Harrison Sawyer. What a special moment for the 28-year-old, scoring and bringing Macarthur back into the contest.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, it's all about the delivery, isn't it? When you have a target man like that who's willing to attack the ball with that aggression, you whip it in like that around the 6-yard, it's always going to cause problems. Noah James thinks about coming, but the delivery's too good. I don't think he was going to get there. And Harrison Sawyer, who won the free kick out wide, he's determined, and it's a good, strong header. And he breathes some life back into the Macarthur campaign.
Cleared from the penalty area. Rose, with Bratton on his back. Wilmering. Mizunuma, good touch into the path of Lockie Rose. He breaks away. Taylor and Adams ahead of the ball. Here's Eli Adams. Brilliant! Eli Adams, a double away at Campbelltown Stadium in consecutive games.
From Kota Mizunuma. He was right at the heart of it on the Harvey Norman replay. A little deft touch around the corner, and it's the grit and determination of Lockie Rose here. And look at the run of Mizunuma to go around the outside. Puts the defender in 2 minds whether to step or go. But that's a wonderful finish. Confidence supreme from Eli Adams, in off the post. And take that, he says, to Macarthur. He's starting to enjoy life out of Campbelltown.
Bratton's free kick to the penalty spot. Uscock, 3-2. Tomislav Uscock has Macarthur hoping. And a big finale is coming up at Campbelltown. All business from the goal scorer.
That's a thumping header on the Harvey Norman replay. Tomislav Uscock finds himself in space between defenders. Zanuma and Grozos just in between. No one getting up for the challenge. Great ball from Bratton. And it's game on again. You said it at the start of this match. Noah James equal to the task.
In swinging corner to the back post. Great header away by Shuzhnia. Bratton. Yakulesh puts it in. Sawyer! It's a Macarthur moment to savour! And the night that Harry Sawyer scored his first A-League goal is now a double. 3-3 in the 95th minute. For the Jets, 3-all in the dying seconds.
Well, it's a night to remember for Harry Sawyer. He's waited on the Harvey Norman replay 17 matches to get his opener. And he gets his second with one of the last touches of the match to make it 3-3 in a miraculous comeback for Macarthur. They played to their strengths. Some wonderful balls in the box.
Back of the penalty area. Thomas is in the shade, so he's okay.
Oh, it's right on the verge, Piney. That back post is in the sun, so if he puts it there, it's going to be dangerous for the keeper.
He does put it there. It is dangerous for the keeper, and Corbin Piper has opened the scoring for Wellington. Jacob Spoonley, predictor extraordinaire, onto the far post. Corbin Piper with his second goal of the season, both from corners.
Coming up with an important goal for the Wellington Phoenix.
This one's broken to Milanovic. Borello in the area. Sapsford arriving. Lovely return pass. Milanovic, tight angle, pulls it back. Kriev surely. Kriev scores. And in the manner which has become expected, he does not celebrate against his former side, but what he has done, we're all square.
Well, as they sought an equalizer, the Wanderers won the arm wrestle out wide. Ishiga couldn't get close to Milanovic. It's a delightful ball from Sapsford right into the area where no defender or goalkeeper can get close, and all he has to do from there is cut it back and hope that a teammate is on the ball.
Rokonchi. Nice ball from Payne into Barbarouses, is All-White's teammate. Subsea Sutton wide left. Giraldez is there as well. Chico Giraldez in the area. Giraldez opens his account for Wellington. Chico Giraldez.
Western Sydney, side to side, then gets Costa Barbarouses off the line in the pocket. He strokes it into the path of Giraldez, but then places it beyond Lawrence Thomas to re-establish this Wellington Phoenix lead. Clerk gives him a half yard, and that's all he needs to find the back post and to make it 2-1.
Hot property. Chico Giraldez too. His match-worn shirt. At the moment, the owner of the winning goal, but still time to play. Plenty of it for Western Sydney. Milanovic! What a goal by Nicholas Milanovic! He's drilled it top corner. Strike, and we're level again at 2-2.
Well, there's some suggestion, because of the reaction of the Wellington Phoenix, of a foul by Borello on Payne, but let's not take anything away from the strike from Nicholas Milanovic. Once he gets...
No nonsense, Alex Grant. Really playing Sydney into trouble.
City have made a good start here. Hewitt through the legs of the defender. Tilio's cross is a really dangerous one, and the opening goal arrives on the back post. It's beautifully tucked away by Medin Mehmeti. And Melbourne City have the early advantage. They've had a couple of sighters through. Max Caputo has finished that one with aplomb.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, we just watched a beautiful execution from Melbourne.
Did well, the young keeper who was called up as part of the development process for the Socceroos. Spent time here in Sydney as the corner's whipped in and headed beautifully into the top of the goal. Wow, by Jordan Courtney-Perkins. That was a thunderbolt from close range. Nothing Beach could do about that one. It's a seasonal best tally for Jordan Courtney-Perkins with his fourth of the campaign.
Well, Costa with the delivery. Harvey Norman replay. This is almost like on the training ground. As his Bayage has Courtney-Perkins, and he's just dealt with.
Square of him is Caputo. On the left is Tilio. Lovely disguised ball. It's a great finish. And Melbourne City lead again. Max Caputo scores his third of the season. What about that assist from Marco Tilio? Completely cut the Sydney defence to ribbons. And it's a tidy finish as well. 2-1 City.
On the Harvey Norman replay, it's a lovely pass, but it's not one he can make unless Caputo gives that little angled dart. And Sydney.
Segitic. Oh, that's intelligent by Caceres. And there's open pasture ahead of Courtney Perkins. Ferreira across. It'll break here for Costa. Still Douglas Costa. Oh, that's wonderful. It's his first A-League goal at Allianz Stadium. And it's one to savour. The Brazilian showing his undoubted quality. And Melbourne City's advantage lasted just 3 minutes. 2-2. What a first half at Allianz.
With an early goal and then another to take the lead. And then Douglas steps up and delivers this.
See that game on 10 Bold and Paramount Plus as well. Here's Cruin. Lopade. I'll have a go here. Oh, it's a brilliant goal! Alessandro Lopade on his return to action, his first game of the season. The former Western Sydney Wanderers player, if you don't mind, has again put Melbourne City in front for the third time.
Alessandro Lopade hits it with the perfect angle to beat Harrison Devonish. Mears to his right.
Not injured at the moment, but a Socceroo already, a former Melbourne Victory fullback himself. Here's Kitto. He's on the warpath this evening. Kitto, Johnny Yull, great first touch. The shot's not bad either. Well, how about that for setting the tone in the original rivalry? Johnny Yull runs to celebrate in front of the North Terrace. The first ever A-League goal from the young Socceroo. And Adelaide have the early lead inside 12 minutes.
And then a thunderous strike into the bottom corner that Mitch Langerak can do nothing about. Doesn't need another touch. Wallop.
Hit the rocks as well. Hasn't been much better at home. Mashash, that's a great turn. Good football from Mashash for Valupale. Now Arzani, plenty of space down that right-hand side. Running at Kiddo, straight past him and scores. Brilliant goal. Daniel Arzani. Just his second of the season, but that is classic Arzani ball as he steers it inside the far post.
This is where it all starts on the Harvey Norman replay. This is what we're so used to from this man, Zinedine Mashash. Tight control, powerful run, playing forward, and as the ball comes out to Daniel Arzani, his first thought is to get Ryan Kiddo on the back foot. Shapes to go outside, brings it back in the left, and that's a wonderful finish into the far corner. Great play from Melbourne Victory. Just shifts his weight, Daniel Arzani, onto the left foot. And from there, it's just a pass into the far corner. And he brings Melbourne Victory level. Great football through the middle, out wide. And it ends in the bottom of the net.
His only other goal this season came from the penalty spot against Macarthur. Arzani for Mashash again. Clever. As you can see, the live ladder has changed again. Adelaide have come back to the pack. Valupale, oh brilliant! And Nishan Valupale, just as Johnny Alders runs to celebrate in front of the opposition fans. His first ever A-League goal was an original rivalry goal at Cooper's to win the match. He's put his side 2-1 up here.
Zinedine Mashash just rolls it onto his right foot, opens it up, a little shimmy, and he tucks it away into the bottom corner. And it's 5 in 5 matches.
The corner for Adelaide, all missed that time by Roderick Miranda. Kikianis back in. Miranda's head up. Boss too strong for Stephen Moore. Aleague controls well, hooks it back in. Archie Goodwin is there. And it's taken less than 2 minutes of the second half to get the Reds and their fans back on their feet in this one.
Aleague does well, doesn't he? Just to get it back across the 6-yard box, and as he always is, Archie Goodwin is there or thereabouts.
Zach Clough, who's netted all of his last 10. A 100% record in the A-League. He steps up again and scores. And this topsy-turvy match takes another turn. It's Adelaide back in front. 11 minutes into the second half.
Zach Clough just tucks it away. Adelaide find themselves in front.
To square this one at 3-3 with 20 minutes left to play. Arzani against Delianov. And he scores! Arzani goes to just remind Isaias of a couple of comments a moment earlier.
Maybe they didn't look at that. Daniel Arzani under pressure. He copped a bit of verbal before he took it, and he gave a little bit after. Cool as you like.
Intercepted by Isaias, but only as far as Mashash. Here's Valupale. Valupale on the charge again. Space on the right. Rawlins squares it, and Burgos scores. Just a minute after coming on, the Greek striker in the right place at the right time. Hats off Arthur Dillis, Josh Rawlins, and Nikos Burgos barely on the field for a minute. It's been an impressive fight back.
Well, hats off Arthur Dillis. Hats off Nishan Valupale. A fantastic run to release Rawlins. Look at the red shirts all around him. It's a wonderful ball in front. Josh Rawlins just squares it up for Burgos. I think it's his first touch. But it's a fantastic run from Nishan Valupale that sets the whole sequence off. And the substitutes combine. So often they've capitulated at the back end of matches. Well, today you see the joy.
2 weeks ago you were struggling a little bit with Benny Homer to get the count right. But that's 22, isn't it, so far in this round? As here goes Valupale, looking for another. Burgos is there. Nikos Burgos turns back inside to finish it, and he does! 2 goals off the bench. And Melbourne victory have come from behind. Not once, but twice.
And it is game, set and match. Melbourne victory. The original rivalry is theirs.
Maybe a little training ground move with Alfie McCalmont as well. Now it goes towards the penalty spot. Murchula heads clear. And Thea Harris can recycle for the Mariners. McCalmont onto the right boot. Qual looks to get up there. Alu Qual, he's only scored 3 goals this campaign. Make that number 4. Ollie Sale can do nothing about it. Qual gets his head on it.
And Alu Qual manages just to slip in between the defenders. The glancing header, the slightest of touches. And you can see as it skims off his...
As Perth Glory win a corner. This will be an outswinger. One of the first opportunities for the Glory in the final third. And it's a wonderful header from Nick Pennington. It's a goal. Well, they've barely been down the Mariners' end of the field. And that is the 4th goal in 4 games that Perth Glory have scored inside the first 10 minutes. Nick Pennington with an absolute bullet header.
Great aerial threat. Wonderful delivery as well from the corner. The outswinger, and Pennington relatively unchallenged from a set piece.
He's making himself big here. He's got the wiggle routine going on. He's been watching Andrew Redmayne. And now Docker fires it into the bottom corner and gives the Mariners a 2-1 lead. We've still only had 20 minutes of play.
And he too steps up to take the penalty. It's composed, it's cool. It's tucked into the back of the net, and he's given his side the lead. It cut a bit of a frustrated figure, I thought. And Tarash Kamulka has come in for what seems to be a like-for-like substitution.
It's Fejau intercepted by Kamulka, but only as far as Thea Harris gets it onto the left foot, and Christian Thea Harris. It's a wonderful strike. Ollie Sale is at full trademark somersaults from Christian Theoharis after his left foot bullet smashes into the post and then into the back of the net.
Just pick up the ball and it's a quick spring forward. Tarish Kamulka does all he can to delay, but here, too much time, too much space on the ball.
Cleared by Klein. Ball helps it on its way. Vestrada, it's a good ball. Pineacre with the towering header. Well, they don't need many chances, and Brisbane may have looked the more likely, but it is a familiar story in the end. As Auckland
on your game defensively in the second phase, Brisbane switch off. Pineacre makes a great run, meets the delivery with a quite brilliant header for the go-ahead goal for Auckland.
certainly added impact for his team. But again, it's just a cutting edge, isn't it? And now the flag has stayed down for now. Rogerson, support arriving. Here it is. Hiroki Sakai drills the ball home. And while he celebrates what he thinks is a second, eventually the flag has gone up for offside, I think, against Logan Rogerson.
I thought David Walsh got that one right. There it is there. Gee, that is close with the trailing leg of Harrington. Is it keeping Rogerson onside? This one will have to go to